going on? What's going on? It's your man Diamond K in here, the Diamond K Show Daily, and we are on the tail end of a very entertaining edition of Verzuz. Took place tonight, and we saw Fat Joe, we saw JaRule, and we saw a lot of folks will be expected, or maybe I shouldn't say a lot, but it was certainly a celebration of hip hop versus. Now, of course, fans are going to debate who won, who took the crown tonight. I made a prediction early that it was going to be Fat Joe who dominated and was victorious because the length of his career. You know, dropping his first song, early 90s, 90, 93, I believe. And that was my prediction. Now, prediction and reality, sometimes two different things, okay? I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it right off the top. I was wrong. JaRule mopped the floor with Fat Joe. Now, I don't know what I was thinking, right? Being a DJ like myself, I played both of these guys' records early in my career, and for some reason, I just didn't know that these radio records were going to ring off the way that they did. Not sure, but of course, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at the Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. We did tonight, however, see two icons join the stage. Neither one disappointed. Both guys have hits, and there was a lot of entertaining back and forth. We got to see Ashanti looking amazing. Ashanti looks better now than she did when the songs were out, like when the songs were new songs. Ashanti performing with both artists because she had songs with both artists. Some people surprised about that. But the whole celebration, the Verzuz celebration, they put on for New York big time tonight. But I can't. JaRule bodied Fat Joe, and he tried. Fat Joe tried. Fat Joe does have hits, but he didn't have an answer. He didn't have answers for some of JaRule's bigger hits. Now, that's just what it is. When he played "All I Do Is Win," that kind of threw me off. I mean, maybe he's on the remix, right? That kind of threw me off. But the, I guess, reoccurring theme that JaRule had to answer from Fat Joe was yesterday's hits are not today's hits. What is he talking about? Yesterday's hits are called classics, JaRule said in response. But fans of hip hop, fans were the real winners tonight. Fans were the real winners. I definitely applaud Fat Joe for his confidence. I definitely applaud Fat Joe for having the courage to get on stage with someone with the catalog of hits. There was a lot of trash talking back and forth. Fat Joe tried to do his best, can I say it, Jada Kiss impersonation, but there were a few differences between Jada Kiss and Fat Joe. The execution, the song selection, it just didn't seem like it was a fair matchup. But let me say this: I like them both. I initially picked Fat Joe, but I saw early on that this was going to be a long night for Fat Joe. It was definitely, but he did his thing. Remy Ma looked amazing. Remy Ma looked amazing. Did she look amazing? Of course, she did a lot of double duty, and Ashanti double duty, all the way up. It was good to hear all the way up. All the way up was a big record, right? Of course, we heard Holla Holla. We heard Sunshine, Get It Poppin', Yes, which I like. Yes, I don't know. Yes should have been a bigger record. But Make It Rain, which was crazy. Big Pun's Still Not a Player. Heard that record. And, of course, we got to see Dre of Cool and Dre. We saw Nelly. The Nelly appearance kind of threw me off. Right? It was a very weird rendition of Hot in Here. Kind of threw everybody off. But we did hear Between Me and You, Living It Up, and Put It On Me, Down for You, I Cry, Mesmerized. We heard I'm Real. Now, the place where it really went crazy had J-Lo walked across that stage, but that did not happen. Great to see my girl Lil Mo, and we saw Vita. Fat Joe did have a interesting rebuttal, I guess, disrespectful comment about Vita and Lil Mo, saying that he feeds his girls, or they JaRule need to feed the girls, something like that. That was distasteful. But another thing that was interesting, towards the end, Fat Joe surprises Remy Ma and Ashanti with some luxury bags that he demanded that they open up right there. Lean Back was a monster record, of course, as many of you know, and we definitely were pleasantly surprised to see Jada Kiss come out for New York. That really got the crowd going. Just the sight of Jada. I didn't know whether he was going to come out there or not. I knew that they were going to finish the night with that record, and all in all, it was a great evening. JaRule is slept on. JaRule is underrated. I think we forgot because it's been a while since JaRule was on the charts, and then with the Fire Festival debacle, his name has had a lot of dirt thrown on it. And Fat Joe mentioning the Fire Festival, whatever. But it was a great night. And I can't wait to see what's next. They're talking about a lot of things. There was a lot of talk about Drake and Kanye. I don't know if that's going to happen. Diddy talking about he wants Dr. Dre. That would be a good one. Dr. Dre and Diddy. A lot of trash talking. We will get a lot of guest appearances from those two. Diddy, of course, has an album coming out. Dr. Dre is Dr. Dre. So that would be interesting. Where could you have something like that? I guess maybe would they do it in California? Maybe. I don't know. I would like to see that. What's the next verses? What do you want to see next? We've seen some amazing performances. Of course, the Dipset and Locks that happened last month, still fresh in our minds. Is the next verse going to be in New York at Madison Square Gardens at the Hulu facility, or is it going to be somewhere else? Maybe it's time for them to go somewhere else. Maybe take it down ATL, maybe take it back to California. I don't know. But it all depends on who they bring out and who is next. Who won this versus? Fat Joe, JaRule, I don't know what y'all think. But I say JaRule was the winner here. Ultimately, the fans were the real winners.